Similar to the previous question, this is a typical question which is found at GCSE and A-Level, which requires a student to run through titration calculations and give the concentration of an unknown species. So let's get straight in and analyze the question. Student carries out titration to determine a concentration of a solution of nitric acid. She titrated nitric acid against a standard solution of sodium hydroxide. It's another neutralization reaction. The sodium hydroxide has a known concentration, and she found that 21.80 centimeters cubed of nitric acid exactly neutralizes 25 centimeters cubed of sodium hydroxide. We need to calculate the concentration of the nitric acid. So just to be clear, we need to work out the concentration of nitric acid. And we've been given a volume, which is 21.8 centimeters cubed of nitric acid and 25 centimeters cubed of sodium hydroxide. If we pull out the information, we've also been given a concentration of 0.0998 moles per dm cubed of the sodium hydroxide. Now the answer needs to be expressed to three significant figures. I'll just move that up for a moment. So some of you could probably already see that first thing we could do is work out the moles. And to do that, we need to multiply the concentration by the volume, C times by V. The centimeters cubed we need to convert, and the first mark is for converting correctly to decimeters cubed, so we divide by 1,000. And while I'm here, I may as well convert the nitric acid volume as well. So we're ready to go. If we multiply out, we get 0.0998 multiplied by 0.025, and that gives us 0.002495 moles. The first two marking points are right there. We then look at our equation and we can see that there is a 1-to-1 ratio between the acid and the alkali, which means that 0.002495 moles of sodium hydroxide will exactly neutralize 0.002495 moles of nitric acid. And from here on out, it's actually quite straightforward. To go from moles to concentration, we simply need to divide by the volume. And to make it a bit more clearer, I will swap pens. Concentration is equal to moles divided by volume. And if we plug in our values, we get 0.002495 divided by 0.0218. Because we're running out of space, I'll actually just move to the bottom here. The concentration is equal to 0.1144 moles per dm cubed. So that is the concentration of our nitric acid. But there is one last thing we need to take care of. The question expressly signifies we need to express our results to three significant figures. So actually, if you left your answer to four significant figures, you'd actually drop a mark. So be very careful here. Your final answer should look like 0.114 moles per dm cubed. Quite important to work out where we pick up marks. The first mark is for correctly converting to dm cubed. The second mark for calculating the moles of your NaOH. The third mark for correctly working out the moles of your acid. And finally, plugging it all in and working out the concentration. See you next time.